my boy.
What's up, brother? Oh man, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? Some of you guys might think, well, wasn't the show just on Wayne's channel last
It
week?
was, yeah.
It was. You're right. We made it, and it's stupid. It's more of just a precautionary, but it's really not going to be a whole lot of anything. Of course, we do have a hurricane off our coast, but it's not right now. It's not even doing anything.
Did you by
I got
chance
no
see the
rain.
thumbnail for this video, this live? Did you
I
see
did
it?
not.
You didn't see
I
the
go in and
thumbnail for
watch
this
it.
live, man? You were slacking.
I am.
I thought my partner in crime was supposed to have some input on things. You didn't even like go and check out the thumbnail. You just like
I gotta see
trusted.
it.
You trusted my like thumbnail.
Oh, why did I? Friggin' Chase. He posted that shit yesterday, and I was like,
He
God
posted
damn
it. Hold
you.
up. So he put it in our group. I then posted it on Instagram. And then today I'm sitting there and you were like, yeah, let's run it on your channel in case the hurricane knocks my internet out and then it just crashes down. So let's prevent that. Let's run it on your channel. And I said, you know what? You're right. That's what we should do. And I should make the thumbnail.
Damn chat. Damn Chase.
so I had to run the thumbnail that way.
You know what's funny is I probably should have taken more time out and actually done it now that I've seen that you did that. But I was gonna take that video Chase sent last year about him doing the Florida Man video, but I was gonna put it in my editor, take out all the audio, and have him headbanging to I'm a Barbie Girl.
There you go.
I should have, but
you
I didn't end up doing
should
it.
have. You're thinking about it now, aren't you?
Yeah, now I'm regretting it.
Chase, every once in a while, I can't believe that you didn't see that on Instagram because I posted it.
No.
I even like added you. I added Chase. Nobody said a word. It's just kind of been hanging out on Instagram. I can't. Believe
I didn't even notice it. I didn't even until you just said it. I didn't know it was on Instagram.
I can't believe that nobody said anything. So we got some interesting news today. It might be like perceived as a little negative. It's really not negative. It's really more of a group discussion than it is negativity. There's some news pops that's going to be coming out. There's some like spoof stuff that I want to talk about. It's going to be a pretty cool episode. I think we'll have a little bit of fun. And we're going to talk about Fun Fest. I know y'all all know what Fun Fest is. Chris doesn't though, because Chris kind of like is more into the Disney scene now that he is a Funko, but we're going to help him like get caught up on the Fun Fest.
I have not seen anything.
We're going to help you. I didn't either until today. Somebody had actually sent me a message like 3 weeks ago and they were like, hey, what are you getting from the Fun Fest? And I totally like biffed it and didn't even look into what the Fun Fest was, but we'll go over that here in a little bit. You were telling me before when we were backstage, we were just kind of chatting because that's what we do. You were telling me that you had an email that you were going to ask me about it, and I'm kind of curious as to what this email is.
I would just happen to be going through my emails. You know, I do a lot of stuff. I play music, and I just kind of go on my computer and just like, and I got this email. Now, this is either out of desperation because they're doing something and they're losing people, or I don't know, but I got an email from Whatnot Applications team.
Yeah, I can believe that.
So check this out. It says you're approved to go live. Congratulations. We've taken a second look at your application to sell on Whatnot. I'm pleased to inform you that you are now approved to sell on Whatnot. Now, here, mind you, a little backstory on this. I would probably say maybe a year ago, I did apply to be on Whatnot, and I got approved.
Right.
But I didn't end up getting on there because at the time they had this stupid thing where you had to go to this little group something or other. And I ended up getting busy and I didn't go. I might even been filming out of Disney. I don't remember.
Wasn't it when they had that stupid requirement though that you had to have 100 followers or something?
I don't know I don't even know if it was that. Is that I was approved, and I didn't go to this little training thing to be able to sell. I don't know. It was dumb. So they drew my application. I tried applying again, same exact information as last time. turned down this time.
Yeah.
So I was
Pretty
like,
much.
no, screw
Yeah.
you guys. I ain't even that worried about it, anyways. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I haven't done nothing with Whatnot. I haven't gone on their app in like a year, and I get this. I'm like, are you guys losing people that y'all getting desperate?
I don't. So Andrew could answer this one a lot better than I can. Andrew's like really in to the Whatnot scene. He's really popular on there. He does lots of sales every week. If you don't know when that is, I mean, I'm sure Andrew will throw in the comments when that is, because I can't 100% tell you exactly what days it is that he goes on Whatnot, but he does go live every Sunday evening at like 9 p.m. at night. But I'm sure we can get him to drop over there. He would be able to answer this a lot better than I can. I can say that I have noticed that there is a dramatic decline of stuff that is selling on Whatnot, right? So what I guess, for an example, like there used to be, I would post stuff on Whatnot and it would just sell. I mean, it would just be sold. I would post it on there, and no more than I posted it, a few hours later it would give me a notification that somebody made me an offer, which I almost take all offers, by the way. It's just who I am. I don't normally like try and haggle with people a
Yeah,
whole
we do
lot.
the same thing with eBay.
Yeah, I just kind of take it. You send me an offer, and if it's reasonable, I just take it. If it's within reason, I have declined some that weren't within reason.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, "Oh, I'll give you $2 for your $400 pop." Yeah, that's not even a reasonable like request. You went off into space somewhere. But I have noticed that there is a decline in the amount of sales on my end. I don't know though. I mean, that would be a better question for Andrew to, but I do think that Whatnot is suffering some.
See, here's the thing too, is that, and I didn't even read the whole thing, but I just did now, and they're still telling me that I'm approved, but I still got to sign up for my
You still got to
seller
sign up. You
onboarding.
still got to sign up for
It's
that
like, dude,
onboarding.
eBay, one of the biggest auction websites in the world, doesn't make you do onboarding nothing. Why did, again, to me, that's just something that personally annoys me. I've been selling stuff forever, but yet you guys think you're so high and mighty that you're better than everybody that you got to do some silly onboarding. Come on, man.
Look,
That's the sole reason I won't ever do your shit is
yeah, I
because
mean,
of that.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Whatnot. I know that, there's so many people out there who have so many different opinions when it comes to Whatnot. Whatnot is one of those subjects anymore in this community that feels like it's almost like it's kind of like talking about religion or politics. I mean, it feels like it's in that same category when you start talking about it, because people either like they have great experiences of Whatnot, like I do, like I'm sure you have, I'm sure Andrew does, or they feel like that they have that Whatnot is the worst thing on the planet. It's this crazy, crazy, crazy like thing. And then there's a lot of people that have made like bad names for Whatnot, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. So a lot of the people that were doing the card breaks, that would they'd pull like really big pulls, like I'm saying like tens of thousands of dollars, like cards, and then
Hmm.
they wouldn't send the card out. Right. I
Yeah.
mean, you bought it in the auction, they opened it in the auction, and then they didn't send you the card. So there's some of that has happened. And another thing that I noticed that happened with I want to say Clint. I could be you could be I could be completely wrong. Franchise Kicks is what I believe. Like I believe it's Clint on Franchise Kicks. I could be wrong. That excuse me if that's not your name. I apologize in
Oh,
advance.
no, his name's Clint.
I thought it was, but I didn't want to like
Yeah.
I didn't want to be wrong and then like just insult somebody because it's not who I am by nature. Um, I know that here recently he made a post that he had his first buyer fraud him. So the buyer basically said that they didn't receive the item, or he didn't put the item in the box, that they received an empty box, and he was at disputes with Whatnot, because
Really?
Whatnot doesn't release your money until the item is approved. So or unless the time expires. So they have like X amount of days to approve it, or it expires and Whatnot releases the money to me. They don't release it before then. And I don't know if a lot of buyers know that that Whatnot holds that money in a bank, right? Until it makes it to them and they say, "Yep, it's great." Then they release that money to me
Yeah.
as the seller. So it's I don't know, man. I haven't sold anything like expensive on Whatnot in a while because of that. I'm afraid that I'm gonna have somebody be like, "Oh, that didn't make it to me," it just seems like here lately that we have more people scamming than we have people like
I
being
mean,
honest.
I'd be inclined to send them back an email, and again, I'd be interested in doing it if they waive this stupid onboarding thing, because I 100% refuse to do an onboarding for an amateur app.
Check this out. Hit this chat up because I see there's some
I do
comments
see
in
a
here.
lot of good questions.
I do. I see some that I want to address, and so let's hit that chat up and let's say hey to everybody real quick.
So yes, I have seen a lot of good questions. Of course, early in the chat we had Dominican Lou, my good
Dominican
friend
Lou,
from out here in
we
Florida.
appreciate
Hope
you,
you're
brother.
doing well. Again, we're in between waves, so there's absolutely nothing going on. It's nice and calm outside.
That is good.
We've got Zach Bonifer in the house. What's going on, man? I love the
this
No
picture
Man
again.
Al Bundy.
Change
I love that.
this picture again.
I love that.
Changed
I
it
absolutely
again.
do.
You're messing me up, Zach. A little
We
brain.
got Johnny Knight. What's going on, buddy?
This tracker's in the house as always. We appreciate you, brother.
We've got Hails to the Kingdom. Chase's Kingdom did talk to him earlier, made sure he was okay down in Cape Coral. Because remember they got hit real hard last year with Ian, so I don't think he's getting much of anything. So he's just like me. Just we're Florida boys at this. I mean, I've only been here 10 years, but we're definitely Florida boys. We've got did I lose my place? We got Matt.
Matt's in the house. Yes, Matt.
Matt, what's going on, man? New viewer. Appreciate you stopping by.
You, brother.
I heard about the new Aussie. I have not seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. We'll make sure we find it for the end. Of course,
we got the Lou in the house. It is the Andrew from the Luau. Definitely make sure you hit him up on Sundays for his live. We've got John Wellamy.
That's why you do these.
Wellamy? I said it wrong. Well,
John, what's up, brother?
I just mispronounced things, so it is what it is. We've got Koba, whatever. Koba, what's your opinion of the Fun Mart raffles? I have no idea what it is, so I have no opinion.
I was.
And I think we're caught up.
That's kind of one of them that I seen that I wanted to address. I don't know what the Fun Mart is or what a Fun Mart raffle is. Anytime that I hear the word raffle, though, I feel like that it's probably not totally up to par. I don't get into the duck races. Even look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I don't get into the raffles. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Like you spend your money however you'd like. I feel like they're a form of gambling, and I don't just give my money away. So it's one of those, like, I'm not just going to hand you money for a raffle ticket that for something that I'm probably not going to win because odds are dramatically stacked against me.
The only time I think I've ever done raffle tickets is if it's because again, I'm not expecting to win a raffle ticket. So if it's like for a school,
charity or something, right? Yeah,
or some sort of charity event, yes,
something I was going to give money to anyways, right? I mean, something that I was just going to give them money anyways. Then that's a different conversation. But if it's like for a product, I tend to not get involved in them. I just know too many like backdoor deals are done and a lot of that stuff. And as much as all of us would like to say that it doesn't happen, it honestly can happen. I mean, it can happen. It does happen. People are always looking for a way to like get over on everyone else. So I tend to like stay away from all of that as far as possible. Now, if you're into it, that's super cool. I know Chase gets into them all the time. I know that we have our good friend in New York,
Mr. Fox Crown.
Fox Crown does the duck races all the time. They say that like he's famous with the duck races. I'm sure that if I was going to do a duck race, it would be with Fox because I would believe that he's 1,000% legit. I mean, so if I did one, it would be with Fox. But other than that, I told Chase recently if he did one that I would get behind that one. But I don't do them. I thought about doing a form of something like that at some point, but it would never be for money. I would just do it and give stuff away.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I've thought about doing a couple of different things like that and giving people the option to like get into it by different means. Like maybe we could come up with a way that if you share our live or something, then that puts you in the drawing or it puts you in the race to get it, and then we run some kind of a race to see who actually wins it. I mean, I've thought of different things that would not involve like currency. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, something that wouldn't involve currency because I don't know. I always feel like there's that side of there's the side of people that are going to say that I didn't win and it's whatever. And then there's the other side of people that are going to say that I got cheated and then I'm going to feel bad. Chris is going to feel bad. We're both going to lose sleep over it. So it's just it's
We just
easier
don't do
not
it.
like going down that rabbit hole and getting involved and stuff like that. I don't know if everybody here's seen the Fun Fest. So I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to show you the Fun Fest because I totally like biffed this one somehow. I don't know that I biffed it though. Eh,
You sure?
I totally
I
would.
heard about it, but I didn't. I wasn't on top of it.
It's an actual Funko event. Oh, I didn't know anything. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Look, Funko does strange stuff too. Funko does some strange stuff sometimes, and I wish they wouldn't. Um, so check this out. They had this. It was the 23rd, 26th of this month. It was called the Funko Fun Fest. They're looking for ways to like scrounge the pennies out of you any way that they can. So then they announced and I missed this. Just a heads up. What are we at the 29th? I'm 3 days late to the show. So there was some con exclusives, which were these right here. You could only get the Ski Freddy and the Nerds at the convention, right?
Haven't
Or
they
it
already
was
done the red nerd?
well, I don't know. So you could only what was the flocked version or glitter? I'm sorry, glitter version and the Funko Freddy. Now you could only get these like at I want to say this was Funko headquarters, guys. If I'm wrong, please like throw over there in the chat that I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time that I'm wrong. You could only pick these up at the headquarters on the day of the Fun Fest. So let me show you something. One of them was that Ski Freddy, right? And the other one was the glitter nerd that you pointed out not me. That one's already been released. They just did it in the glitter version. Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, it was another. Yeah, I was just gonna say, wasn't there a Ski Freddy already?
So they made this Freddy, right? And I don't know if everybody here has like been collecting long enough to remember this Freddy. They released this Freddy on their site. I bet this thing sat on there for 6 months before.
And the thing is, again, let's go back to the mistakes of Funko. If you are, you know, what doesn't sell? I'm sorry. People love the characters basically with a Freddy head. People love them and they're great. These different sports Freddys
People don't get behind them.
don't sell. That nobody
No,
cares about them. If
no.
anything, people are going to buy them to rip the head off and put the head on something else.
Yeah. So then you go to what did we call that? Head harvesting.
Yeah,
At
you're going to
some
head
point.
harvest the thing. Put the head on the nerd, maybe. I don't know.
No, you couldn't because this one doesn't have the crown. You see,
Oh,
and that makes it even less like desirable because it doesn't have the crown on him. They just put like the hat. Look, you were 100% hit the nail on the head.
yeah. Let's.
People don't get behind the regular Freddies, the Freddy like the Freddy birthday, the social media Freddy, the Freddy ski. People don't buy him. So
Take lessons from what you guys have. You know, there's somebody producing some sort of data or analytics on this stuff. If you're going to lessen your production on the crap that doesn't sell over and over again.
So check this out, right? So these were the two con exclusives. They got some cool little stickers. I seen the stickers and I thought, man, I kind of like those stickers, right? They got some cool stickers. So
I could buy some
these
stickers for you to put on there.
these are the pops that they released at the convention, right? These are the fun. What did they call this again? The Fun Fest. This is the Fun Fest exclusives, right? So we got the Toucan Sam. I've been praising this thing right here. This would have been really hot. They had the Killer Clowns. Y'all educated me about these guys. They're whatever to me. I don't really care.
It's got a weird cult following.
Yeah, the Lounge Fly bag, the Oogie Boogie with the Chase variant.
But they've already done an Oogie Boogie in a soda. Stop doing it.
The year one. The year one Jack, I would have never believed that there was a year one Jack, but clearly there was. And then you had the flight version versus the regular. I'm just assuming that one of them was a chase variant. And then you got Deadstroke, which is one of them that I'm kind of excited to see. But I just recently learned out that they came out with one much earlier than this one. So they came out with these, right? And I thought, well, all of these just recently dropped in their shop because they don't tell you any time now when things are dropping. They just kind of drop in there, and I'm assuming that after the convention they dropped in there. So I immediately went over to check them out, and check this out. There's no convention sticker on these.
I do gotta say, I like the classic Fruit Loops logo.
There's no convention sticker on these.
So they just made it a Funko exclusive.
There's zero convention stick. What is this? Now you have convention fun. They made the event up. They made the event up
just to drop some stock.
Just to drop shit on you because they didn't even make the stickers that go on them. What is that? Funko, what are you doing? What is this? Funko, what are you doing? They didn't even make a convention sticker.
Sounds scandalous to me.
And I'm with you. I think this one's really hot. Watch what I tell you. Maybe not right now, but a year from now when the economy's doing better, maybe it takes 2 years, however long it takes the economy to do better. And this guy is sold out. This is going to be another one that's going to be a $70, $80, $90 pop all day long. It won't be there today because we both know that they made 44 million of them and they're going to sit in their warehouse for the next 15 years. But when they do sell out, this will be a pretty hot one. And I'm going to get this one when I can. This goes with do you remember the Tony the Tiger they made?
Yeah,
that was also in the
one.
retro that you hated.
I hate that one.
You hated it, but that was also in the retro like this one.
I like that classic Fruit Loops logo though. That classic Kellogg's Fruit Loop logo. That's kind of cool. This one I can get behind and the old classic one, but yeah, I don't know about the Tony Tiger. Still ugly as sin.
So check this out. None of these event pops have an event sticker on them. Zero. What were they doing?
Ran out of stickers.
Ran out of stickers. They didn't even put them on there.
Oh, that's why they ran out of stickers.
They didn't even put them on.
Somebody forgot to order them.
Come on. They didn't even put them on there. They probably had the wrong piece count on them.
Somebody forgot to order them.
Well, I mean, they're probably going to send out that one pop. What was that Gone pop? They're probably going to send it out to everybody that ordered these. If you order these pops, you're probably destined to get that Gone pop. It's probably destined. That would, the one with the big hair thing that come in that strange box.
Oh,
the one everybody got instead of the box of fun, the Gone pop.
Yeah, and everybody that got it hated it.
Everybody got it instead of the box of fun. I mean, everybody. I watched Andrew open 5 boxes, and I definitely thought that he was pulling 5 Gones in every one of those. I've heard of people that opened 20 boxes. I thought that every one of them were going to pull Gones. I'm sure that everybody that's going to get these are going to get Gone pops. It's only a matter of time before it starts going down.
So hold on. So I'm on our Instagram right now, and
did you notice? Hold on, stop. Did you notice that they took the pinned? I've quit getting on their Instagram forever because they'd have 6 pinned up top that didn't move. I hated it. Dumbest thing I ever seen. They took the pinned post down. They unpinned them. Thank God. It was messing up the whole feng shui of their site.
But they have all these things of, the 26, Fun Fest 2023 signing event by Fun Maker Mike. It's at the Funko headquarters in Everett, Washington. But
Andrew, can you confirm that they had?
Nobody really even saw anything.
Can you confirm that they had event stickers at Hollywood? Because that would be cool. Look, I will eat my words. that would be cool if they did, but I would just assume that they would have a crossover sticker. I don't know, man.
Maybe,
Would
maybe,
you? Would you?
maybe they're
Would
getting
you?
tired. Chase says maybe they're getting tired of sending stickers to people who complain about missing stickers.
Oh well. Andrew said that he seen the toucan with one. Oh well. I guess maybe I wouldn't be the first time that I'm having to take
Or
something back,
somebody
but
took the wrong pictures.
somebody did something.
I gotta see this.
Somebody did something. Something happens. So maybe if you get it at their headquarters, then you're going to get it with the sticker. And if you get it online, this is going to be the shared sticker. But wouldn't you? I don't know, man. they got me real confused now.
Yeah,
I thought I had it
something
figured
don't
out
seem
until
right.
Mr. Andrew came in with that one. I thought I had it figured out. I really did. No, I don't. I don't have it figured out now. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what they got going on there. It seems really weird to me
What
that
was
you
this
have
event called?
it's fun fest, fun fest. Fun. Go all the way down to the blog and go all the way down to the bottom and then click on the blog. They got all the way down at the
I'm
bottom of
just
the page.
searching through pictures to see if there's any boxes that show this. Even Hot Stuff for Geeks doesn't show has a box and it still doesn't just shows a Funko exclusive sticker.
I don't know. I don't doubt that Andrew's seen him with it.
I
I
don't
mean,
doubt Andrew at all.
yeah, I don't doubt that he's seen him with the stickers. I just don't understand like so either somebody posted them wrong on this site. So
Or they photoshopped it.
that very well could have happened. Somebody posted the pictures before they became FunFest exclusives. They already took the pictures, already had the stickers on it, and they're gonna come out with the FunFest stickers. Or you could
Somebody,
only get the FunFest stickers at the event. And then going thereafter, you're only going to get the Funko Shop exclusive. I don't know. I thought
or
I had it. I thought
third option, somebody
oh
just
no.
created their own sticker.
You think nobody would like that takes too much work for people to
No,
create
not
stickers.
really. Photoshop, print off two little stickers, slap it on there.
You're
Nobody
killing
would
me.
know it different.
That takes too much work for people to create stickers. That takes too much work.
That would
But
take 20 minutes.
so let me ask you a question. So you were kind of talking about Funmaker Mike, and this will kind of lead us into our next topic because this is going to be one of them that's going to sound like I'm just like dogging on somebody, and I guess I'm not. I'm not dogging on them.
Playing.
I just don't really understand what Funko's doing. Would you get Funmaker Mike to sign something?
Hell no.
No, that wouldn't be like a thing for you. You wouldn't.
Mike's a moron.
So Funko just recently hired a new. What do you call those? What do you call those people? He's a chief operating officer. He's a COO or CF chief financial officer. That's it. Chief financial officer and chief operating officer. So he's a CFO and a COO. They kind of did the announcement. There's a lot of like chatter online about it because here let me pull him up real quick. And Chad, I'm gonna need you to like help me. You're gonna have to pull me back a little bit, not let me be super like dark when it comes to this. I might need you to rein me back in a little bit, just a little bit. So it's Steve. How do you say that last name? Nave.
Naive.
Nave.
Nave. I think it's Nave.
Nave. So it's Steve Nave. So Steve Nave is their newest like member of management. This is not even management, right? This would be corporate. So when someone says corporate office, this would be corporate office. How many? Oh, this will be a fun game. This will be a fun game for everybody.
Oh, I got something I've just found that somebody pointed out that I got to show you.
How many chief officers and how many vice presidents and presidents do you think Funko has as
Too
a
many.
company? How many? Throw a number out because you know that you can kind of roughly decide how big Funko is, right? How many do you think they have?
4 or 5, maybe.
4 or 5, right? That sounds pretty reasonable to most people, right? Chat, what before I say how throw over there, how many chief officers, I'm just gonna say chief officer is to say that chief is the beginning of their title and vice president is the beginning of their title. Do you think Funko has, not counting managers, not counting supervisors, not counting the below management side of that, just that group of guys that sit at a table and make decisions that they have no business making, how many do you think they have? um so I found him in the news that I was going over today, and the reason that he's in the news is because he just purchased $300,000 in Funko stock at $5.45 a share. I don't personally believe that he purchased them. I believe that I believe that we're so strong that I bought them. I believe that it was part of his hiring agreement that they were going to buy the stocks for him. I don't believe that he purchased a singular penny. Um, he now owns $300,000 in Funko share. But the article, the part of that made the news is that Funko's inner circle has been almost owned zero stock, almost owned zero. They have been selling off their stock for years. They almost have zero stock inside of the big niche guys that actually work in the top level of Funko. Almost own zero in the stock, and that's really a bad sign when it comes to companies that the chiefs and the vice presidents and the presidents almost own zero. Like in when it comes to the company, it's very 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 minimum, very minimum. And the article goes on to tell you like the reasons why you shouldn't invest in Funko right now, and one of them is that they're operating in a very dangerous spot. So Funko is operating at a spot that they almost don't have enough capital to pay their bills, right? They are teetering on this edge of not having enough working capital to pay their bills, and they almost kind of insinuate that they don't pay all of their bills. I see that Chase said 12. I see that Zach said 8, but check me out. Y'all are gonna have to come on. I need some more people to try because you're not even close. You're not even in like the realm.
50.
So that's way too high. Way too high. Try one more time for me. One more time for me.
20.
There is 22. There is 22, and check this out. Brian Mariotti is still listed is on there as somebody
They
that
didn't
is
say they fired him. It just said he was
20. Listen to me, 22 chief executive officers of some kind, or a vice president of some kind, are listed in their like tier management. I almost fell out my chair. So they did, check this out. They did 300 and some odd layoffs, and then they did some other layoffs, and they did some other layoffs, and but they have 22 people that are making more than $150,000 a year. You know for a fact that they are making more than $150,000 a year. I'm willing to bet that it's more into the 200,000 marker. So Steven here came from. Do y'all remember Finger Hut? Does anybody remember
yes, I
Finger
remember
Hut?
it was a catalog based item.
So Steven here was the was some executive officer for Finger Hut at some point. He left Finger Hut, he went to Walmart. He was a part of their website launching crew from 2020 to 2011. I'm going to come out and say this now. That was considered a huge fail in that era of Walmart. Walmart was so upset with their website for so many years that they actually hired the guy who made the Amazon website to come in and tune up their website so that they could get their website more competitive, more competitive with Amazon, because
Well,
Amazon
that's what
has.
happens when you have an accounting or accountant trying to run your online web page. He's
So
just
they
gonna nickel and dime the damn thing.
They tried to make his resume look really good. I'm sure that Steven's a great guy. I'm sure that they needed another
Nope.
chief officer of some sorts with a company that barely has enough capital to to operate. um, I couldn't get past I couldn't get past the fact that they laid off hundreds of people. Let's just say hundreds because we don't really know the number. It was a lot of people. And they have 22 people who are either considered a chief officer or a vice president. What is going on?
It's keeping up there so he can get his bonuses. That's it.
So you if you've ever worked for a company that had that many people like in the management position, especially that high up in the management, getting things done were virtually impossible because it was an argument because you had too many chiefs and not enough Indians and everybody was on the same playing field. And that's why all of these people have chief in their name, right? It's chief something, chief something, chief something. So they would all be across the board equal to each other. So nobody's say would be more important than the next person's say. And it causes for a disaster.
Mhm.
A disaster. Disastrous management. It is what that is. I just look, I'm glad that Funko is trying. I'm glad that it looks like they're moving in a direction. I think that there's way too many Chiefs at Funko and not enough Indians. There's way too many Chiefs. I mean, not even by my own words. They're called Chief. Funko called them Chief.
Yeah, and the Indians are making stupid ass things like skiing Freddy.
Man, I was just floored
But
today.
but hey, don't you can make yourself happier by just buying your own Camp Fun Day stickers and putting it wherever you want.
Hey, so I
The,
have not seen
the
these.
scarier part about this is it says right up top here, there this exact item is in 20 plus people's carts.
What is it again? You're gonna have to tell me what
This is
this is.
Etsy. Etsy. You can go on here. Let me see if I can go.
But what am I looking at? So
This is stickers. You can buy the actual stickers. I don't know if it's the actual stickers, but you can buy stickers in either 500 piece or 250 piece of the Funko Fun Days sticker. There's ones down here. If you want to change your boring EB or GameStop sticker, you can buy the Canadian one, the EB games. You can buy, Walmart. You can buy Amazon. You can buy old GameStop sticker. You can buy some Hot Topic ones. You can buy PX. You can buy what else is on there? Entertainment Earth.
so I can tell you why people would be after those, right? So if I have a special edition, I'm just trying to look at one of my pops offhand and see which ones I got. So I have a special edition Snoop Dogg, right? So instead of it having the actual Hot Topic sticker on it, it has the SE sticker on it, right? Everybody knows that ugly SE sticker. It has the SE sticker on it. It's worth less money with the SE sticker on it versus the actual Hot Topic sticker on it. So I could see why people would
Look,
want to go after
look at
the
my Jack in the Box, my Comic Con Jack in the Box down here. I can just go online because I've got the shared sticker. I go online and find the actual Comic Con one, and now my pop's worth twice as much.
So look, I, mm,
Just
I
saying.
I have not put a lot into the pops with the stickers as much as I used to because I feel like that it's probably not as it's probably not as it is rare as you think it is. There's probably a lot more of them out there than we know.
I'm
I
sure.
have been looking for the pops that are out of the box, and I actually like hit somebody up not too long ago about some of them that were out of the box. I feel like that maybe the price was too high. I am looking for some of the OG stuff out of the box though. Like, so if anybody has like some of the old Breaking Bad stuff that doesn't have a box, hit me up. I'm more than interested in it. Just so that I can display them. I'm looking for those just to display. If you hit me up with a stupid number though, I'm gonna ignore you because I could buy the knockoff versions and take them out of the box. And to be honest with you, here's my thoughts on pops when they're out of the box and there's no box for them. You don't know if that's the real pop or not. There's real no way to know. There's no real way to know. They have the Funko on the foot. Well, they the fake ones do too. I mean, so there's no real way of knowing once it comes out of the box if it's real or not. Maybe it's a color difference, but without having the original one, how would you know
Yeah.
that there was a color difference in it? So I don't know, but if you have any of the Breaking Bad stuff out of the box that you just don't like anymore and you want to like see it go, hit me up because I have a shelf that it needs to be on. I don't put a lot of clout into the stickers anymore. I mean, I don't know how you feel about them. I'd love to hear what you think about them, but I don't
I
put a
used
lot
to
of.
be more of a sticker person, but not so much anymore.
I think Funko ruined it.
Right now, I strictly just buy what I like.
I think Funko ruined it though. So Funko started selling everything on their site. You could get the Hot Topic sticker, you could get the GameStop sticker, you could all of it straight off their site. So if it's sold out in Hot Topic, no problem. Just wait. Funko's going to put it on their site, and it's going to have instead of having an SE sticker, it's going to have the Hot Topic
Hmm.
sticker because the Hot Topic sticker is more sought out than the SE sticker. So they're not going to like shoot themselves in the foot by putting the SE sticker on it. They're going to put the Hot Topic sticker on it and send
Yeah.
it. So I think they ruined the because I used to be a sticker whore. You know this. Everybody here knows that. I've always been the sticker whore. When it has the sticker on it, to me, it's worth more money. It's right. It has the sticker. That's not so much the case anymore because everything has a sticker on it. So I don't know, man. I hate to see what you just showed me though. What you just showed me means that there's a lot of pops out there
You can
that
buy
have
stickers for less than $5.
there's a lot of pops out there that have convention stickers that don't that did not come from the convention. They were 100% a shared label and somebody took it off and put that on there.
Oh.
do, do you remember like the animated version of X-Men?
Yeah, they're re-releasing it on Disney Plus, I believe, or they
So
already
back
did.
in back in like the 90s we had like the animated version of X-Men. um and then that kind of like went away. A lot of things in the 90s went away.
We used to watch it on Saturday morning cartoons.
Right, a lot of the things in the 90s went away, right? You used to have, like, Scooby-Doo came on in the morning cartoons, He-Man,
Well, we used to have actually the what we called Saturday morning cartoons. Everybody watched cartoons. You got up at 6. You watched cartoons till what about 9 or 10 because at that point wrestling came on, and then you went outside. Um, I was disappointed to find out when I had kids that doesn't exist anymore. What the hell?
Quick Draw said he's buying some. That's what happened to everybody. Everybody ran to Etsy. You showed them and they all ran to Etsy. Look, you probably had people screenshotting what you just did so they could zoom in on who it was.
Make their own sticker.
Oh, anyway, so the cartoons used to be a big thing. Funko, I didn't know Disney was doing it, but Funko is doing it as well. So
Well,
they're about
yeah, because Disney's about to re-release it, and so that's probably why they're getting into it with it. But yeah,
so Funko was about to do the 97 inspired, but this is going to be from the animated series. And if you don't know what the animated series is, some people are going to probably be upset when they see these versus like happy. So you're gonna have Bishop, Cyclops, Gambit, and then just some notorious villains like Magneto. I'm sure that there's going to be a lots more of these to come coming up in the future. The only one that you really have an image that you can see right now though is going to be the Magneto, and this is not going to be the Magneto that a lot of people know. A lot of people are going to see this one and they're going to be like, "Well, that's not Magneto." Yes, 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 it is.
oh, that's classic Magneto.
There is about to be a lot of those really cool guys that are going to be popping off here soon. I am excited because the animated series to me is the most remember. I have the fondest memories of those than I do the ones we see today. I see that we have like 3 more.
No, there's 3 more animated
Okay.
series after the 90s.
I didn't know that. I was too old by then. I was too old by then to get into them, but this is gonna be really cool. And I've kind of been thinking, and this is where I'm gonna need like you and everybody else to help us out. They had Wolverine. Did they have Wolverine?
Um,
I mean, he
Wolverine.
would have
No, yeah,
surely
they would be Wolverine, not the brown suit, but Wolverine would be in the yellow and
yellow
blue.
suit? Yep.
Yeah, the yellow and blue suit without the. Now, mind you, that's the only difference between the Hugh Jackman version that everyone's gotten the pictures from. Everyone's excited because I'm excited too. He's got the yellow and blue suit. The only difference between his version and the actual animated is the sleeves. Hugh Jackman has some sort of like skin problem, so they're having him wear sleeves in the movie, whereas in the animated he had no sleeves.
So in the animated, he didn't have any sleeves at all,
No sleeves.
but in that one he did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who else did they have?
You had the Beast, you had Cyclops, you had Rogue, Storm, Jean Grey.
Did we have what villains did we have? Did we have Juggernaut?
Yeah, Juggernaut was a villain.
I have been trying to think like since I seen this.
Jubilee, yeah, Jubilee was a big one too. X-Men,
I have been trying to think of like the ones that I seen, and I just can't remember which ones were there. For some reason, I can't like wrap my brain. I couldn't remember if we had Wolverine. I couldn't remember if we had
Here we
what is
go. I found it. Let's see the cast. You've got Gambit. Oh, Gambit, that's a big one.
that'll be
Jean
a good one.
Grey, Beast, Rogue. Um, it's not showing all of them though for some reason. Hold on, let me find a different one. IMDb. Oh, here we go. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Beast, Jubilee, Mister Sinister, Storm, Wolverine, Gambit, Magneto, and Sunspot.
All right, so I guess we're missing the professor. We're missing a
That's the
lot of them.
original cast. Of course, they added more as they went, but
Right, but if they're doing the original cast, then we're not gonna see characters that are not inside of that original cast, right? It's if
no.
you're doing it from the 90s, right? If you're doing it off the first animated series, then you're gonna have to stay into the animated series. And now that I'm looking at the picture, I see exactly which one. So we'll have Storm, Gambit, you'll have
It's
Cyclops, Rogue,
Jubilee.
Jubilee, and that's it.
So they got Beast,
Yeah,
Jean
that's
Grey,
it.
Storm, Cyclops, Jubilee, Wolverine, Gambit, and Rogue.
So then I wonder who they're gonna do the first season first, and then it says that the second season will be released there afterwards, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. That'll be a cool series. That'll definitely be a cool series. I'll be excited to see like what they come out with that. Um, check this out though. Check this out. I got something for you. So I had pulled this one up earlier. So I was doing the daily thing with the news, and I found a Thor, and I thought, man, I have to like this Thor. This Thor is going to be hot, right? That's what I said. I said this Thor right here. This Thor's gonna be hot. And then I quickly discovered that there was not going to be. Hold on, do I have this on here? I might have to like pull this up a little differently. Let me think about this for a minute. Let me pull this up slightly different for a second. Slightly in a different way, but I got this. I got this all the same. Think of a Love and Thunder Thor that you would like to have. And I'm going to tell you if this is the one that I found. Any Love and Thunder. You know, they came out with the Screaming Goats. Everybody remembers the Screaming Goats, right? They came out with that one. They came out with a whole bunch of them from the Love and Thor, Love and Thunder. I still think that that was one of the greatest like Thors that they've come out with yet. I know that you didn't agree with me on that, but I still think that that was a really cool one. Here, I'm just gonna pull this up like this. Watch this. I'm gonna do it different because I forgot that I didn't actually have this one like pulled up, so I'm just gonna pull it up in a little bit different way. But it's all right. We got this. Oh, wait till you see this.
Oh, the naked.
So after I'm looking at this for a minute because I'm like, man, I gotta have this Thor in my life.
This isn't going to be in my collection.
It's fake. You see up top where it says fake up there, and it says fan exclusive down there.
Oh, it's an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans exclusive.
It's an OnlyFans exclusive. Come on, don't you need this Thor in your life? This is the Thor. I knew that if anybody was going to need this Thor, you were.
I know one person in this chat that'll get that just to show on his OnlyFans, and that's Chase.
Chase has an OnlyFans.
No, but I'm going to start that rumor.
Chase has an OnlyFans. That's not a rumor. I heard that is fact. Somebody told me that it's facts the other day that Chase had his OnlyFans kicking.
Go look for Chase on OnlyFans.
Look at Chase's Kingdom on OnlyFans. Don't get shocked if you see some crazy stuff though.
You might find his no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
You might find his what? What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say there, buddy?
Nothing. I'm leaving that one alone.
What are you leaving alone? I'm curious as to what you're leaving alone there. What are you leaving alone?
Well, it's Chase's Kingdom, so you're gonna have to find a scepter. You asked. Yeah.
So this is like the Blink 182 pops, right? Remember the Blink 182? They came out with them. All of them have the little blur over their front parts and their butts on the back.
Well, there was a couple. There was even a couple. I think Office ones that had a blur.
So I'm just about willing to bet that you are 1,000% going to see this pop. And I bet that you're going to see this pop at like I'm just going to say that it's going to be one of the more expensive pops. We're probably going to be like the $18 pop, maybe the 20 something dollar pop. They're going to call it a deluxe version, maybe 25. I'm going to buy this pop.
Chase says you can find them on OnlyFans under FloridaMan.com.
FloridaMan.com. Y'all heard it from Chase himself. You just got to put the whole dot in there. You can't even you can't put like just a little dot. You got to put the whole dot in there. DOT, Department of Transportation, com.
That's where Chase makes all of his money.
I guess we kind of all knew that, right? I mean, we seen him out there with the Florida Man.
I mean, come on, he's a pool boy. He's got to be out there doing his OnlyFans while he's working.
OnlyFans while he's working. Hey Chase, what's that? Hold up. What's these risque photos look like when you're out there doing the pool boy stuff? Do you have like some Daisy Dukes or something where you hike them off a little bit and get like that angled shot while you're holding?
He's got to get them tips from those old ladies in the pool. He's holding Florida is known for retirement community, so the old ladies are retired sitting at home. They need to watch their pool boy.
I guess that makes sense now. I guess that makes sense now. I mean, I now I understand why you have so many pops, Chase. Keep hustling, brother. You keep hustling.
Don't hate the game.
Don't hate the game. Don't hate the play. I hate the game.
Oh shit!
How many are you buying, Chris?
Absolutely none.
What is wrong with you?
No.
What is wrong with you?
No.
Are you okay?
No, only. Never.
That's all right. I knew that you weren't gonna like that one, so I got another one for you because I knew that was gonna be the stance. I knew that you were gonna be like, oh, I don't know why anybody would want that one. Why would you want that one? So I got you. I got you. I got a different one for you. This is one of them that I know that you're gonna want to have to get your hands on. You're gonna be like, man, I am getting this one ASAP.
Probably not.
ASAP. I'm gonna get my hands on this one. Now if I can just figure out where it's at. looks like it disappeared on me up there.
Oh, I just found a video, a image for you. I just found actually an image of that hiking or skiing Freddy. It's actually called a hiking Freddy.
Is it a hiking
with the correct sticker? Ultimate Warrior. I'll dig the Ultimate Warrior.
I knew you were gonna be like, yeah, I get behind that.
Yeah,
I get behind that.
I had an Ultimate Warrior, my buddy, back in the day. Come on,
I knew
man.
you did. I just knew you did. The same Ultimate Warrior buddy that's worth like hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah,
of
which I
dollars
don't
now.
have anymore because I probably ripped it or something.
Why'd you do that? Why didn't you keep your Ultimate Warrior?
I was a kid and I didn't realize I didn't. Yeah, never mind. All I did was I only thought like sports cards were the thing to to save and invest. I didn't think my buddy would.
Were you giving them the people's elbow and stuff? Like,
hell yeah! Oh no, that was people. Rock wasn't around back then. I was giving them the Hulk's big boot.
The Hulk's big boot. What is that?
Hulk Hogan.
What is the Hulk's big boot?
Drop the leg on him. No, you sad.
I don't have a clue, man. What are you talking about? If it's not Macho Man Randy Savage, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah,
Jump off the top rope.
Break him to a Slim Jim. I knew this was going to be one of yours that you were going to be into, but
yeah, I dig this one.
This is actually Instagram's page, Funko's page on Instagram, and I went to it today, not thinking that there was anything there. We know that Funko has not been putting stuff on here, and when they do, it's very limited as to what they put on here. But the first thing I noticed when I clicked on their page is that they don't have those stupid pin stuff up top anymore. Thank God. Look, unpin this one now. Funko, unpin this one. Unpin it. Quit doing that. It's stupid. Quit doing it.
Go pop yourself too.
They took the pins down. Thank God they took the pins down. I don't know if you really get into basketball, but they have these. I want to say that these are older basketball players, but I have a feeling that
that's Ray Allen. He won a championship with the Boston Celtics and with the Miami Heat. Started out Seattle Supersonics, classic Hall of Famer.
That's why I said I had a feeling that I could be wrong, but that's why I knew that you were here so that you could correct me. We have the next one that is going to be this
Tracy McGrady in the Orlando Magic uniform, which is where he started. Eventually changed teams, and McGrady was cut down in his prime. I'll give him that. He would have been a better player. Was that Jason Williams? He was overrated. Vince Carter, the man, played for a long time.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Although I would have rather have had this in a Shaq in his Orlando Magic outfit.
What? Shaquille O'Neal.
Go with the Shaq in the Orlando outfit. That would have been better.
That one's large and in charge. I know who Sean Kemp is.
Can't doubt Sean Kemp, man.
Sean Kemp has a mouth.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his chin beard.
No, he has a mouth.
That's his chin beard.
What do you mean chin beard?
That's his chin beard.
What? That looks like that is the.
Sean Kemp always had just like a goatee underneath. That was it.
Well, look, some of those are pretty cool. I would probably own the Shaq one. I mean, I can see myself.
That's the only one I'm not actually liking because again, it's not the rookie Shaq. It's not, that's when he went from Orlando to LA. So you need Shaq in the Orlando outfit, the black Orlando outfit.
I guess I'm not mad about it. I mean, I don't know that much about basketball. I'm not mad about it. I could get behind that one. The only problem is it's gonna have that cardboard backing. The cardboard's gonna warp. It's gonna piss me off that it warps. It's not going to stay in crisp, clean shape. That's the part that I'd never be able to get behind because of that. And it's a big piece of cardboard. I mean, that's going to be a big piece of cardboard that has the potential to like just go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not into that, but I'm really excited to see that Funko is back to using their Instagram like they used to. I don't know if they like finally got somebody that had a brain who came in
I
and said,
might have
"Hey,
to find that Bell set,
the bell."
the Beauty and the Beast
Uh,
scene.
right. Let me pull that up. I don't know if they finally had somebody that had a brain who came in and said, "Hey guys, you have to like use your social media site
Tale
to
as
like
old as
promote new
time.
things." What's that?
It's a tale as old as time. Although the downside is they missed again the details. Come on, get the details. You're gonna call it tale as old as time. You need to include Mrs. Potts because she's the one that actually sang the song.
What do you mean?
And who was the voice of Mrs. Potts?
I don't know. How do you know this stuff?
Dude, I have so much useless Disney knowledge. No, in the movie during the scene, it was Mrs. Potts who sang "Tale as Old as Time," which was voiced and sung by, come on, who knows it? Angela Lansbury.
I don't even know how you know this stuff, to be honest with
I
you.
don't know either.
I'm also looking at the fact that everybody is sitting here and nobody's been hitting little hearts. Nobody's like just been hitting little hearts right there. I don't know how you know this stuff. I would have never known that Mrs. Pot was supposed to be in there. Zero
She
clue that
should
she
have
was.
been. That to me, that's about the details. You put Cogsworth and Lumiere in there, which of course are the two classic characters for it. But if you're gonna project the scene right, you got to put Mrs. Potts. She's the one that sang the song.
And John says just like the comic covers, John, that's kind of been a problem from the very beginning when it come to these is that the cardboard in the back of them, especially in the original comic covers, like
Not these ones though. Like my like my the was it
that's
the
plastic though.
it's a plastic backing
Yeah.
on these ones. These one and the same thing with that one right there. It's a plastic backing, so it's not too bad. But
Yeah, well, Funko could have very easily, like, ended the problem from the very beginning and done them all in plastic. I mean, that's kinda, I guess, what all of us thought was happening anyways,
oops,
is that
dropped some pops.
it
But
was
this
done in a.
one with the big ass one, it has not warped, changed, or anything. But I think that's because it's halfway bolted. Oh no, it's not really bolted. It's the holes go around the inside piece, but it has not warped or changed. And well, no, not really. This hasn't changed at all, and I haven't taken the plastic off of this one.
Well, my first original comic covers, like, warped bad. I
Yeah.
mean, warped really
All of
bad.
those over there have I've taken the plastic off because yeah, the action comics, yeah, that warped.
Yeah, every one of my original comic covers warped bad. I mean, and so I just yet, yeah, exactly what John said. Yet it hasn't warped. Every one of mine warped bad, and that was, and I was one of the biggest promoters of getting behind those. So I'm still, I like them. I think that Chris was right from the beginning. They look better out of the box than they do inside of the box.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
the
And
the problem is they warp. I mean, that's the problem in them. This one won't though, because this will have one of those like plastic
I'm just gonna
backings.
take the plastic off. I've been thinking about taking the plastic off of this for a while.
That one I have that plastic backing on it, so it won't do it. So it looks like Funko is back to actually using
Oh,
their Instagram account. I'm excited to see that they're
this
using
thing
their
actually looks
Instagram
even
account.
better with the plastic off.
This new Avengers with the Thor on there is a complete knockoff of the previous Thor that they had. The hammers, the whole thing is almost exactly the same. Is the Thor comic cover with the exception of where the hammer's at. So in the original, he has the hammer in one hand off to the side, and this one he just has it in both hands. I hate it.
I
I
feel
hate
like
it.
they've already done this before.
They've already done it. It was already done. They just capitalized off of it again by moving his hands in slightly different positions. Slightly different positions did it all over again. So that look, I kind of wanted to show that because I'm kind of excited that their page is back to being used like it should have been used a long, long time ago, and before they like decided to fire everybody and make it something weird that
I
they've
just
had
found
going on.
something your wife's gonna want if she's not in here, but she's gonna want it.
Yeah, I'm clicking past that now. We're pulling that down before you like get me like in buying stuff. Oh, the Baby Yoda, that's really cool. Is that a limited run?
Um, doesn't really say.
What do you mean?
It's a Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Entertainment Earth exclusive. That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. I can get behind that. I can get behind it.
This is Diz Tracker's site. He's
Yeah,
actually been putting up a lot of Disney Larcana up
that's
here
funny
as
because
well.
it's funny because I was just about to pull him up.
I already
So
ahead of you.
so do me a favor though. There is I will go over there real quick and look. There is a post just below the below the IndyCar, below the Mando prototype. There is a post right there. It's a Walmart display. I don't know how close you are to it though.
I don't know.
It's very close to the top. Go all the way back to the top. All right, now just scroll back down a few. Scroll a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. Right there. Click on that 11.99. 11.99 right there. Click on that one.
Oh, these are
So
the VHSs.
yes, the VHSs are showing up at Walmart.
Yeah, because nobody wants a damn
This
thing.
is a terrible idea.
No.
This is as bad as putting
They're
the
gonna put
soda.
these in the same spot as the Popsies.
So this is just as bad as putting the sodas at Walmart. Everyone's gonna open these to see if it has the Chase variant inside. I don't understand. And this is gonna be even easier to see if there's a Chase variant. At least with the soda, you have to open it up, look at the pog, find the pog, look at it, put it all back
Yes
together,
and
put it.
no, but people are gonna realize there's no money in these things, so it really
You're
doesn't matter.
you're not even gonna have to do that with this one. You just rip the cellophane off, pop it open, look at the pop, and close it. I mean, just
Not
stupid,
wrong.
stupid. Like you're never going to get a chase. If you go there looking for the chase, it's never gonna happen.
No.
Ever.
Dumb,
Ever.
anyways.
Never.
What's with this Boba Fett?
I don't really know what was going on with that Boba Fett. I don't think that one's Boba Fett though. That looks like it's the heavy armor.
Oh, it does look like the heavy armor,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks like the heavy armor. I seen that one and I kind of looked at it and thought, that's the heavy armor. I mean, that's what it looks like. I mean, it's a pretty cool prototype. Don't get me wrong.
What the hell is this new NFT? Steven Universe? No idea what that is. Surprised Chase hasn't gotten this one yet.
Was there a pop that dropped on eBay today, guys?
Yeah, that was the Ozzy Osbourne.
So it was a mystery. Can you pull that up?
I don't know if he's got it on here. I'd have to pull it up on eBay.
So they had an Ozzy Osbourne drop on eBay today.
I heard about it. I didn't. Here it is. Let me share this tab. Oh no, this can't be it. This one's selling for $600.
That's right. Heading to Five Below soon. It'll be in Five Below before we know it, guys.
I can't find it. Oh, purple. There we go. Funko Pop purple fringe outfit. Share this tab. This is it.
What is that?
It's an older Aussie purple fringe outfit.
What?
This is from like his Bark of the Moon days.
Does it have a Funko Shop exclusive on it?
Yeah.
It's not a Funko Shop exclusive. Though.
Should be an eBay exclusive.
An eBay exclusive, not a Funko Shop exclusive. If you released it on eBay, how could it be a Funko Shop exclusive? No. Is it still for sale?
It says more than 10 available and 1,556 are sold.
Oh, so basically you can still buy it. I mean, if it says more than 10, I bet there's thousands of them still for sale, and they didn't sell that many of them.
Yeah, just saying it's sold by Funko, so they've only it released and they've only sold 1,500.
It really didn't sell that many of them, to be honest. 1,500 is not that many.
No,
it's really not that many. I think that Funko struggles with selling a lot of things, to be honest. You know how they would have sold this one though?
How?
If they'd have put blood coming out of his mouth and a bat in his
Well, they
hand,
did the bad. If they did the bad image, yeah, I agree.
that one would have sold. I get so confused on, like, what Funko is doing. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna, like, hold this one as a ace in the hole. Maybe one day we'll do it." No, you should have done that. That should have been where you went to begin
We've
with. You
already
should
done
have
it.
been like, "Oh, I'm gonna put iconic Ozzy, blood coming out of his mouth, holding a bat in his hand."
Yeah, I don't even. I heard about this, but I didn't see it till right now, and I think that's actually kind of a weak Aussie.
I
I
didn't
mean,
even know it
especially
was
if you're
Ozzy.
gonna do the from. I mean, because that logo, the color and everything looks to be about the Bark of the Moon type album. And if you're gonna do, something like the Bark of the Moon, you got to do him in the werewolf outfit. I mean, I don't know. This is early Aussie, but this is like 70s.
So
I
they
don't know.
but they only sold 1,500 of them.
They've only sold 1,500 of them.
I mean, 1,500 of them. How much could the royalties to Ozzy even be? What do they have to pay him, $1,000 to sell that many? I mean, what in the world?
I don't know,
What
but
in the world? I don't even know that that would be worth my time
I mean, I'm
talking
an
to
I'm
you.
an Aussie fan, but that's not the best Aussie. Yeah, that's not the best one. I think that's kind of weak, to be honest
I've
with you.
never I've never been an Ozzy fan, and I hate to say that because I know there's going to be some
Oh, I
people.
here's my very first concert I ever went to as a kid. My
Well,
very
yeah,
first concert I went to by myself with my friend. It was Ozzy Osbourne right after the Osmosis album came out. It was Ozzy Osbourne, Filter, and Prong, and it was awesome. I've probably
yeah.
seen Ozzy and Black Sabbath probably 10, 15 times.
I've never seen him. Not a singular time. I've never been that into Ozzy. I mean, I don't
I
I think that the Osbournes was a pretty cool show just because it was like watching a train wreck. It
Yeah,
was a lot like watching Lion King, the Tiger King,
yeah,
right? You kept waiting on like the trains to like
yeah. It was
collide.
definitely a train wreck.
Yeah, I mean, you kept waiting on the train wreck to happen, but the difference was like it actually was happening
Yeah.
in the Osbournes daily. The trains were like wrecking daily when you watched it.
Well, I think one of my favorite actual concerts with him was I spent lots of money as a kid, and well, back then it was $50. I thought that was a lot of money, but paid $50 to go watch the Black Sabbath reunion tour the first time they came back, and they played with Pantera, and it was freaking awesome.
That was another band that I never really got into. That's like that
Oh,
80s,
I
like
love
big hair.
Pantera. Oh yeah,
What?
Pantera was like they were like early '80s, like
Big
back when
hair,
they did Cowboys with Hell. Yeah,
all
they
like
were
rock
early.
star, like they were trying to pave the way for Guns N' Roses.
Well,
Is
and that I mean, to me, those two bands alone have one. Both each have some of the greatest rock ballads. Where Pantera came out with "Cemetery Gates," and of course, you can't doubt Guns N' Roses' "November Rain," one of the greatest rock ballads ever written, in my opinion. But yeah, I would say Pantera. It was more like Pantera Metallica going at it in the '90s. That they were the same kind of metal genre type thing. To be honest with you,
I would have been a lot more into Metallica than Pantera. I mean, that would have just been the side of the fence I would have been
even
on.
the Crew is in there. Motley Crue.
I didn't get into Motley Crue.
Oh,
That's another 80s band.
I love me some Motley
You
Crue.
like those 80s bands. That I mean, if
I am, yeah, I will. I don't disagree with you. I will. I can sit there at my work and listen to like an '80s hair band,
mm-mm,
type.
can't do it.
Give me, Skid Row, Dawkins. Give me some of those. But I'm also a big '90s person. I love me some '90s, all '90s, from everything from hip hop to soul to all of it. I like it.
No, I can't get behind it. Simply cannot get behind it. I didn't get into the 80s stuff. I'm a huge 90s kid. I love the 90s rock and roll. I love the 90s heavy rock and roll. I love the 90s alternative. I never got into the big hair bands.
Oh,
It just
yeah, I mean, when grunge hit the scene, it completely killed the whole '80s hairband look and stuff like that. But yeah, I can literally rock out to one of the funniest. And I got free tickets to this when I was in high school. A buddy of mine came up to me free tickets to who the hell was it? It was Warrant, who was known for their cherry pie, Slaughter, Dawkins, and Alice Cooper. Awesome show. Alice, even as old age, there was a great concert. I don't know. It was just awesome. But Leading to some other stuff, I do have to bring up Disney Lorcana. And
I'm all ears.
I think it's in Diz Tracker did show some stuff about it. Disney Lorcana, don't forget, Disney Lorcana is releasing in all big box stores and on shopdisney.com this Friday. In fact, shopdisney.com right now has the Lorcana item up, and it says that the available September 1st at 12 a.m. It is selling out everywhere. All the card shops have all sold it out. World of Disney just released them on Monday, sold out right away. So this card game is going to be very popular now. What some people have told me, there are a couple different products being sold, and I've watched some videos on them. Again, if you're going to put your money into it, depending on what you want to get out of it, there save your money on the gift set and some of the bigger packages that come with like the folder and stuff like that. It's not really worth it. Go with get yourself a starter deck and go after boosters. Boosters are where the foil cards are and all those.
Did you say that this game's going to be popular and that it's selling out?
Oh, it's selling out everywhere.
You mean that all of the Pokemon channels that said that this game wasn't going to catch any traction and that it was going to fall on their face and that they would never get behind it and that this was a dumb idea and that Disney was going to lose their face in it? You mean that they weren't right?
They weren't right.
You mean that they were pandering to the fact that they didn't want their Pokemon community
to go? They
were
scared that their Pokemon community was going to get left in the dust.
You mean that they were pandering?
Yes.
To the 100%. Pokemon community
now again, I don't know how the game itself is different than Pokemon. I heard it's very similar, but you got to collect lore or whatever. I don't physically actually understand how to play the game. I'm not so much interested. My sister-in-law is very interested, and she might teach me how to play the game because she's starting to get cards. This thing is going to be big, guys, very big. Get some of them foil packs. Try to find the top foil item right now that's not a D23. Is the foil Elsa. It's kind of like the Charizard for Pokemon. If you can find the foil Elsa, get that thing graded, and that's going to be worth some money. But these things are going to be big, and I'll be disappointed if Simon doesn't start showing them on his show.
John makes a valid point. It did just start. I mean, it's very valid. Very valid. I mean, it did just start. I mean, so this could just be the initial, like, I got to have it in my collection.
But here's my thing right now is, how often does Pokemon release a new series?
All the time. All the time.
So Disney is saying that they are every 3 months. They're right now it's series 1. Every 3 months they're going to release a new series.
That sounds about right for Pokemon. Maybe I mean, it sounds about right. Maybe they do it more than that though.
Yeah. The thing is, I think Disney is going to appeal to a much bigger market.
I think so too.
There's a person like me who I like the idea and I like the premise and I like the artwork of the Pokemon cards. I actually don't even mind watching the unpackaging of Pokemon cards like on Simon's channel. I actually really enjoy them. I just won't buy Pokemon myself. One, because I can't pronounce half the damn names. And 2, it's just not my style. But Disney, I'm a big Disney fan. You can have the people that are just giant Disney fans that maybe fans of the parks that want a little bit of Disney. They're going to go to these cards. The art on these cards are just as good, if not better, than Pokemon.
Yeah, so here's a game that I think I'm actually going to learn how to play. So I've never really like sat down. I can kind of play like the Pokemon if I wanted to. I have the same problem that you have, and I would imagine a lot of people have the same problem, is pronouncing the names of some of the things, because especially like so especially if you're somebody like me that has a real speech impediment, right? And so some of that stuff becomes really difficult to get out of my mouth. And so I don't even attempt because I know that it's not going to come out right. So, I mean, for you to say that it's not going to come out right, I mean, that means that it's much bigger than me, right? I mean, it's much bigger than the fact that I have a speech impediment. I think this game's going to be fun to play because there's no you can't patent a gameplay. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I can make a Monopoly that plays just like Monopoly, and there's nothing Monopoly can do to stop me. But I can't call it Monopoly. I'd have to call it Wayneopoly, right? I can't call it Monopoly, and I can't straight blatantly knock off their players, but they can't stop me from recreating the gameplay. There was a lot of rumors in the very beginning that said that this was going to play a lot like Pokemon. I'm willing to bet that it's still going to play a lot like Pokemon.
I would agree.
It's going to play a lot like Pokemon. It's going to cater to those guys who like to play. I believe that there will be a big online presence gameplay for this, and that's kind of why I want to get into it right away. I want to learn how to play it right away. I want to get right into the online gameplay of playing people online so that I can get right up to I don't never get too far behind people when they're in, how things constantly evolve, right? Because it'll constantly be evolving. I won't ever get that far behind the actual gameplay. I think that this is exciting, and I've heard a lot of channels that say that they're looking for them. I hear lots of people that are actively trying to get their hands on them. I am one of them that is
And
actively.
I want to respond to one thing. John did say, they might get played out. Here's
Maybe.
where I think the hype will go
Possibly.
down. The
Yep.
hype will go down when they're easier to get, like Pokemon cards, which are very easy to get. I don't think they're going to get played out again because I do the Disney stuff and I see the Disney fans that go crazy. They have full giant conventions just on Disney pins. People
Oh
go
yeah.
crazy just
Yeah.
with Disney pins. Imagine those same people, and again, people go crazy just because of Disney characters. Disney has such a enormous amount of characters for them to play with that is going to be so integral to this that it's going to appeal to people that aren't even interested in playing the game. They're merely interested in collecting the cards. Now, here's where Disney had a card game out here at the parks called Sorcerers of Magic Kingdom. Now, when it first came out, it was very popular, very new. You could go take the cards, these TV screens, and kind of play this game. It was popular in the beginning, died out, eventually stopped. But the one thing everybody continued going after were the cards. That's what everybody wanted. People just wanted to collect the cards because, well, then you could also get them for free. But people just wanted to collect the cards. The same thing's going to be here. There's going to be people that are going to want to play the game hardcore. There's people that are just going to want to collect the cards for the cards themselves.
Yep.
And that are just Disney fans. And guess what? They can pronounce these names.
Yep. Hey, look, I agree with you. I believe that this is going to be hot. It might play out over time, but only time will tell. Only time is honestly going to tell us what's going to happen with these. Quick Draw is also on to
I agree with Quick Draw.
There is going to be a flipping pandemic on these things. It is going to be insane, the amount of people that are going to be flipping them. I mean, look, they were supposed to unveil these at the Gen Con. The kids came in and stole all of them and they never got unveiled. I mean, it's going to be a flipping pandemic. It's going to be crazy.
Now, there are a lot of people recommending to buy a whole box. I think the boxes go for $140. I think you get 20 packs, I believe. Something like that. And there's 12 cards in the pack.
That'll probably be kind of hard at first, though, because places like GameStop aren't going to let you buy the whole box.
Not the big box stores. I think a lot of people are getting their hands on them from the card shops.
Right.
Card shops were selling them by the box. I don't think you're going to find those at the big box store.
It's going to be tough to buy them by the whole box. What do you got going on next week, brother?
I don't know. I not much. Next week, I don't know. Kind of quiet, kind of taking it as back. And yeah, just going about now on the 10th. I will be going out to Disney with the family on to Epcot we got a preview for the new Moana journey walkthrough water thing.
That'll be fun.
So it should be fun. The kids will like it. It's just more. It's not a ride. It's more of a water walkthrough experience, stuff like that. So it's something new. Walls are coming down, so at least we get to go see it. We'll probably check out some food and wine because we haven't been to Food and Wine yet. But also that weekend should be a busy weekend because they are also going to be doing the Destination D23 event. I may not be able to live stream it because I got some stuff going on, but I will definitely be updating people with news. Again, there's three big things that people are expecting in this D23 event. That's to talk about what's going to go on with Animal Kingdom, Dinoland. I expected Dinoland to probably go away and be replaced with Zootopia and Moana. The Rock and Roller Coaster retheming. We're pretty sure that there is going to be a big downtime beginning of the year. So there's expected to be a retheming, getting rid of Aerosmith since they lost that licensing a couple of years ago. So that's going to be rethemed, I'm sure. And also the big one, which is called the Beyond Big Thunder Mountain, which is they teased us with three possibilities, or all three of them at the same time, which is a Villains area, an Encanto area, and a Coco area. And that would mean they are going to fill in the river that goes around Tom Sawyer Island. So Tom Sawyer Island has already been permitted to be leveled along with the rest of that stuff. So I'm excited to see. There's a lot of things. Disney's dumping a lot of money. And I'm sure that's just the starter. Hopefully there'll be a lot more being announced. And, definitely look forward to this year. So wish I could be there, but maybe I'll talk Wayne into joining me to D23 Expo next year.
D23 Expo be D24 then, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would be 24.
D24. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Well, D23 is a fan club.
Oh, I thought that was the year. I thought that was the year D23. I thought that was the year. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You learn something new every day. That would be fun.
Also expect that since Marvel did not do a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, we are expecting Marvel to do a panel announcement at Destination D23.
That'll be fun too. That makes sense too. That's kind of where these cards are going to be so hot. Disney has so many like rights to things like Marvel and Star Wars, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Dude, we could see the Simpsons and Lorcana cards. Come on,
it's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, and if you ordered any of the Fun Fest pops, and I would love you to send me screenshots when you get the Gone pop. Instead of whatever pop it is that you ordered from FunFest, just shoot them to me. DM me the picture of the Gone pop. That way I know that you received the Gone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Come check me out. Come hang out Friday. I'm gonna have a video or something going. We truly appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a good night, guys. I just got to find the right one. Oh, here we are.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. TechBot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. We've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.